Welcome and thank you to all of you for joining us in celebrating Jayden's milestone of turning 21. Each of you have played a part in our lives, whether big or small, or over a few years or over many, to get to this day. Unfortunately, a few people could not be here tonight due to health limitations and prior commitments, but their contributions are recognized. Lisa, who has been one of my closest friends since Standard 5, grade 8 for the youths.
7. Yeah, grade
Standard 5.
It's grade 7.
Okay, there
Grade
you go.
7.
Okay. Sean, our neighbour, who can be counted on day or night, has provided Jayden with a father figure for approximately 16 years now. My speech has to deviate a bit because someone decided to come at the last minute. So you are here. Emma, from Jayden's primary school days and our neighbour for many years, and her mom Eloise, who unfortunately isn't here. A friendship between the four of us that took a few years to develop, but is now one that is greatly treasured. Living next door definitely made it easier, with being able to pop over, even in pajamas, for heart-to-heart chats, quick gossip sessions, which were never actually quick, and sprinkled with Emma saying, "You know what?" or, "Let me tell you." That's my favorite. A few friends have moved overseas. Are you hearing me? Yeah. A few friends have moved overseas, and sadly a few have passed away, but all are present and always with us in spirit. Jayden is truly blessed with 2 friends who have sadly immigrated overseas, but their friendships have continued thanks to technology and their commitment to each other. Jayden met Chloe in our complex, and this definitely made spending time together easier. And they soon became like sisters. They spent many afternoons at each other's homes and had numerous sleepovers and endless hours of fun. Cool Cat Casey became a close friend in the later years of primary school, enjoying Jayden's love of taking crazy photos and going along with her ideas. There were always endless laughter when these two were together. And Jayden has so many happy memories of their times together that she still shares with everyone. Moving on to those here tonight. Ingrid, Ryan, Shaylee, we go back to toddle-in days, when Jayden was 3 and Shaz was 2. Shaz and Jane, you two share a very special bond and a love for one another, which has been wonderful to watch, as well as how you've both fitted into each other's families so well, including sharing the gossip with Ingrid and myself. And I think that's not written down, but I think she's the only one you let touch with your feet.
I don't let, she just doesn't let me nod.
Boundaries, eh? It's May.
That's good your
May.
way.
Even though you and Jayden don't remember being in Sunday school class and having actually known each other from when you were about 4, I'm so glad high school brought you together. By the way, your cash for being Jayden's friend is under your seat. Micheline, Jayden's 13th party at your place will be one of her favorites. And for all the things you've done for us, we thank you. Tracy and Chris, thanks to my brother Jonathan, you two were brought into our lives. For bringing Alaskan Malamutes into our lives and hearts, and for helping Jayden with her princess fantasy for her matric dance, we thank you. And a very big thanks for your support last year, through the 3 horrific months of John being in hospital, massive decisions having to be made on his behalf, and then finally his passing. To the gang! You know who you are. It's only been a year, but you've all made Jayden laugh so much and feel accepted for who she is. Helped her out with her knee and ankle when they were injured both at the same time, even taking the lift in honor of her the one day she didn't go in last year. I looked forward to Wednesday evenings when I could hear if everyone wore the selected colour for the day, and to see the group photos that were taken. From the stories Jayden has told me, I feel I know most of you quite well and look forward to getting to really know all of you over the next few years. Namanda. I was so relieved after the first day of orientation to hear you two had found each other and have remained close ever since. Kyle, you have the same wayward sense of creativity as Jayden, with how you came about when the Titanic sank. It makes sense that you two have clicked. Where's Oscar? Oscar, I hope that you remain safe from the Eggman. Layla, I look forward to psychoanalyzing Jayden with you. Where's Eugene? I believe you and I are now bonded since I have been looking after your cactus for the past 4 months. And Joy. You have touched Jayden in so many ways. You are a hard negotiator with some really challenging demands to meet. And Wendy and Mark. I think the two of you have played the biggest part in our lives. Wendy and I, the naughty teenager, the sulky teenager who stole your daughter's headphones, we have been friends since standard 6, which is grade 8. The real one. With a few years gap after high school when Wendy went to Rao, the best university, and I went to Blitz. Thanks to Facebook, we reconnected and have become like family, getting absorbed into the Belcher family after my divorce, and then the de Hotman family when Mark came along. We have shared many birthdays and Christmases together, made many happy memories over the years. We've shared heartaches and tough times, late night maths homework sessions over the phone, and some very early morning maths and science sessions, and school projects where Mark taught Jayden to solder for one of them. All that earned excellent results. You've attended all of Jayden's performances, some even via video link. We appreciate the effort and thank you for including us in your village. And now, a bit about the person who has brought us all here tonight. Jayden's entrance into the Well, actually, while I was pregnant the one time, this motorbike revved and drove past us. It's actually louder than that. And she kicked and moved. So she's had a passion for bikes ever since. From the beginning. Right, so let's try that again. Jayden's entrance into the world set the tone for how she has tackled most of things in life. She may not always be keen on doing something, but once she sets her mind to it, she tackles it with all she's got. Her strong and determined personality displayed itself during my season, when she tried moving out of the grips of the forceps to remain where she was comfortable in her safe zone. But once out, and having had a good dramatic scream about it, she accepted the challenge of living life. Jayden wasn't keen at the normal age to speak, but when she did start, the words just came out of nowhere. It was as if she had been soaking it all in, just to get on with things as quick as possible. And she has had verbal diarrhea ever since. Jayden's first time on stage for her first preschool concert left us all thinking she was not one for the limelight. She was so excited about the concert, but on that day was the saddest giraffe you had ever seen. Although she wouldn't sing or do action, she at least remained on the stage. The following year had everyone surprised, especially the teachers. Jayden was one of the stars with Megan and Shailene, and she literally lit up on stage, and her love for performing began. She loved every concert while at preschool. was given the part of one of 3 narrators for Velti's concert for her grade 1 class's part, and ended primary school as one of the leads in the school's concert. Her creative side came out early on, with games she played with her Polly dolls, Bratz dolls, Barbies and Lego. All characters had backstories. The games had detailed plots, and each character had their own accent. Playing with her friends in the complex went the same way, as do the games she plays with Caleb and Sarah now. English creative writing assignments and exams were never a stress, except for keeping under the word limit. Jayden's art started off like all children's, where you really had to use your imagination to work out what it was. But with the guidance from an amazing teacher in primary school, her talents were unleashed. I absolutely love her drawings, and that she has the talent that my brother had. Painting is her favorite medium, and she has blown me away with each art piece, outdoing the previous. She is definitely blessed with creativity and artistic talent, which were nurtured by her various art teachers. I do also think she never wanted to be on the receiving end of Emma's famous line when she wasn't impressed with the piece. Is that your art? That's nice. I like it. Jayden started ballet when she was 4 and fell in love with it over the years, completing almost all of the exams that the RAD offered. In high school, she moved to a new dance studio that offered not only ballet and modern, but several other dance styles. Here, other dance talents were discovered: jazz, tap, and the biggest surprise to everyone there, when she tried hip-hop after 2 years of focusing on ballet, modern, and jazz. In 2019, she competed in the IDO Grand Prix Commonwealth Cup Dance Championships, representing South Africa with a ballet solo. Later that year, she competed at Dance Star in a group contemporary piece. For Jayden, entering was not about the competition or the competitive part of it. It was all about being able to perform on stage. Her love for singing and making up songs began while still in nappies. Making up new songs only lasted a few years, and she moved on to actual songs, except for a brief single as Little Daughter with DJ Mama. In high school, her singing was worked on with the help of a coach at school and one at her dance studio, and she went on to perform at Rampart High's talent show, competed in Eisteddfod, and got both provincial and national colours for performances at Talent Africa and Stars of the Universe. In high school, her love for the stage and theatre continued to grow, and she participated in the 2019 and 2022 major productions, where she got to sing and dance and act. Her love of the stage didn't come off. Yeah. Okay. Her love of the stage encouraged her to enter Mr. and Miss Rampart. Is that fine? Yeah. Okay. With very different. Sorry. Her love of the stage encouraged her to enter Mr. and Mr. Rampart, which was very different to productions, dancing and singing competitions. Life hasn't always been easy, with a highly stressful divorce at the age of 5 that still has lingering issues, close friends moving to other parts of the world, and loved ones passing away, and all the injuries since turning 13. But Jayden, you've handled them all so well, and as unpleasant, sad and difficult as they've been, you have focused on all the positive parts and your life, and have grown because of this. Your body may not be the strongest, and it does let you down a lot. But on the light side of it, at least the conditions you have seriously sounding medical names that are a mouthful to pronounce and make sense, but you've chosen a profession with an equally challenging name. Your supraventricular tachycardia comes with your heart having actually stopped once, giving you the opportunity to tell people you have literally died.
She did say that.
She has. Your accelerated heart rate means your heart literally skips a beat. The strength and perseverance you show in recovering from hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome-related injuries is inspiring, and I see you being an ambassador bringing awareness to this condition in the years ahead, especially with being in the field of medicine. Then there's the not-so-serious ADHD and your mutated MC1R receptor that gave you your flaming red hair, and the ability to generate vitamin D to live like a vampire, rather than smother yourself in sunblock so that you don't sparkle in the sun. Jayden takes her friendships very seriously. She's extremely loyal, and if you've got her back, you can be guaranteed she's got yours. She loves animals very much, and I can see her having a huge property with Alaskan Malamutes, several cats, and a couple of otters roaming around the property and throughout the house. If allowed, she'd probably have a snake too. Jay, when your future husband asks for your hand in marriage, I will be adding the clause that there will be no snakes on the property. But for your sake and mine, I will add that he has to deal with getting rid of all the spiders. You've worked really hard throughout school, achieving excellent marks with continued hard work, dedication, perseverance, and keeping your thirst for knowledge, the will to help others, and the love of the human body and its magnificence. I know you're going to be a wonderful anesthesiologist with an excellent bedside manner. And I look forward to retiring and you looking after me. Okay, here's the hard part. I've truly loved being your mom and enjoyed every stage. You've lived up to your name's meaning of He hears and He being God, hears and fulfills. You've helped fill the massive void my mom left, and I think you and I are even closer than her and I were. You've been an easy child and woman to raise, which I'm truly grateful for. We've shared so many moments where we've been reduced to tears and unable to breathe from laughter. We had so many inside jokes, can randomly start singing songs together and quote movie lines at a workload. We can know what the other is speaking about with only saying a few words, or even with just a look. I love you so very much. I will love you for a long day and into eternity.
21 years ago, the world got a little brighter, aka Jayden. They say you don't choose your neighbors, but somehow we found each other. And against all odds, we became best friends. Living next to Jayden was like living next to a reality show. One where the plot makes no sense, the main character is always in some kind of a minor crisis, and yet I can't stop watching. But I have to admit it, there are some perks. Need a last minute cup of sugar? They've got it. Need a big bear hug? Jayden's got it. Need someone to judge your life choices while eating snacks? You need a Jayden. Jayden is always ready to offer advice, whether I ask for it or not. She's like Google, but with more sass and less accuracy. At the end of the day, though, I wouldn't trade this chaotic, big-hearted, and special friendship for anything. Because no matter what, I know that if I need them, they're only a shout through the wall. Oh wait, a phone call away. So, oh wait, I need a glass. So let's raise a glass. Let's raise a glass to Jayden. She's fiery and full of passion, like a red hot flame. Always up for an adventure and never afraid to speak her mind. Love you lots, Jayden. Happy 21st.
You got the right glasses? I don't have glasses. Okay.
Just yes.
Okay, for those that don't know who we are, I'm Mark.
I'm Wendy.
Sam asked Wendy to say a few words, so naturally, as I'm a better half, I have to say something.
You took the right one.
Unless
I hold the torch. Might be a bad idea. Age. So I've known Jayden for as long as both of us can remember.
My oldest memory of Jayden was a bit traumatic. I nearly broke my neck on her jumping castle later. Do you remember that? It seems your future in the medical field was foretold quite a while ago.
Jayden, you're a great older cousin to our young brats. The attention and the effort that you put into playing with them and making them special is truly amazing. Thank you for always being happy to participate in Harry Potter Cluedo and all the witches' games.
As Sam said earlier on, some of my science projects have done very well in high school. Thank you, Jayden, for showing them off for me.
Watching you shine academically in school and now finding your path in life is truly amazing. It's a privilege. Your gap year to crack science blew us away. Well done.
Well, okay, now I'm supposed to raise glasses, but I don't have any. So I'm just going to say, no, not those ones. Those ones.
Okay, well, we can raise these ones.
Okay. Now that you're 21, you can legally do the things you've been doing since you were 16.
Tonight, we celebrate your first annual 21st birthday. May there be many more to come. Happy birthday. Cheers.
Just to clarify, in case there was any confusion, when Samantha said I touched Jayden, she did mean physically. So just like her, this speech is going to be very, very short and somewhat sweet. So if you asked me to describe Jayden, I'd say she's insane. And from the reactions I can see we all agree. But hear me out. Recently we've been using a lot of mnemonics in anatomy, so I decided to apply that in describing Jayden. The first letter, I would describe Jayden as imaginative. I'm basing this on every conversation we've had. If there ever was a brain I could dissect and study, it would be hers to find out what's going on in there. For N, I describe Jayden as a novelty. Quoting the words of the emperor in Mulan, she's truly a girl that you don't meet in every dynasty. S, I describe Jayden as spontaneous. And I'm not going to expand on that truly, because I feel like it is self-explanatory. And A, I would describe Jayden as admirable. I got to witness Jayden, got to as if it wasn't a fortunate thing, but I witnessed Jayden go through a very difficult time last year. And seeing the way she powered through it and built herself up again was truly admirable. And for the last part, there will be no more descriptions. The last two letters of insane is N-E. Swap them around, you get E-N, which happens to be the last two letters of Jayden's name. You take the last third letter of her name, which is D, add it at the end, you get the word N, signifying the end of my speech. Thank you!
Thank you so much, Emma, Joy, Wendy. I know you're all out of your comfort zones, but thank you very much. No, I have two surprises for you. Okay. So, there's one more speech. Two more, actually. One that comes all the way from New Zealand. Dear Jayden, happy 21st birthday. I can't believe you're already 21. I really wish I could be there to celebrate with you today. It's been almost 6 years since I left South Africa, and I've missed you every day since. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Casey, Jayden's childhood friend. I am so honored to be part of your special day, and thank you, Samantha, for letting me do this. When I moved to South Africa in grade 3, Jayden took me under her wing, and we quickly became best friends. I remember thinking she was the goody two-shoes, always telling me my crazy self to calm down. She was so smart, funny, and talented, especially when it came to theatre. I'll never forget watching the cats play with her, and she was an amazing ballet dancer too. I looked up to her in so many ways. I even got the same bag she had in high school, and for our seventh grade disco, Samantha did this cool frizzy hairstyle on her with a ton of hair products. Of course, I wanted the same look. But since I have straight, thin hair, it ended up failing miserably. I ended up going to the disco with a hard-up hairstyle that made me look bald. Thanks, Samantha. Those pictures will haunt me forever. Some of my my best memories with Jayden are walking to Mac after school, and the time we saw a cockroach going down the drain in the rain. We tried to save it, and Jayden thought it was the funniest thing ever. She always had this ability to find the humor in the smallest random things. Another memory I love is when we shared scary stories at Mac, and when we used to get younger kids to vote for us in singing competitions. She always won, by the way. Totally rigged system. We were opposites back then. Jayden was reserved, witty and smart, while I was loud, carefree and sometimes a little irresponsible. But we balanced each other out perfectly. For example, I could be judgmental at times, but Jayden always showed me different perspectives. And for those of you who don't know, Jayden was afraid of heights. She still is. For my 12th birthday, I pushed her to try something new, even though I'm sure she wasn't thrilled, by booking an obstacle course with really high obstacles. From going to her doctor's appointments, school discos, making silly musicals in my bedroom, cooking dinner at Samantha's house, and talking about our dreams and our shared crush, I think she knows who I mean. Jayden, you've been such a huge part of my childhood. You'll always have a special place in my heart, and I thank you for making my childhood so much fun. I hope that if I ever have kids, they will have a friendship like we did growing up. I know that if we reunited, it wouldn't feel any different. You're the kind of friend who, no matter how much time passes, will always click with me. I'm always wishing you the best. You're incredibly smart, and I know you're destined for amazing things. The world is lucky to have you, and I cannot wait to see everything you accomplish. I hope we stay connected through all stages of our lives, and I'm sure our friendship will always remain. Jayden, you'll always be my favorite ginger ninja. With all my love, your favorite blondie, cool cat Casey. Love you always. Hey Jayden, I hope you're doing well. Happy 21st birthday. I wish you the best in the next year, and of course, all the years to come. Okay, Switzerland. This is from Chloe. Okay, so this is from Jayden's friend Chloe. Good luck in your studies. I'm not sure about what you're doing right now. We have to call. And in your future career. I miss you so much, and I'm excited to see you this September. Remember last time when we had so much fun telling each other about what happened when I came to visit? We need to do that again. I want to hear about all the drama, and finally I want to tell you about my drama. Have a wonderful day, week and year. I love you, Jayden. Miss you lots, like jelly tots. Love, Chloe. And while you're up here, let's do make it official and present you with your 21st key. So you guys should have keys since you're 27. Okay, Jayden's got to catch her breath and then she has a few words.
They say that nothing good can be accomplished in 30 seconds, which is why the speech won't be 30 seconds. I am so grateful to have all of you here celebrating my 21st with me. Sorry. All of you, in your own unique way, have shown me the meaning of love and the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
42.
I would like to thank Wendy and Mark for opening your hearts to my mom and I, for being our found family and letting me dance at your wedding till I could not breathe. You have been the voices of reason, logic, and compassion in my life. I enjoyed all the discussions we have had. And Wendy, I know someday you'll realize that tattoos are amazing.
You don't put stickers on a Porsche.
Thank you.
Most importantly, I'd like to thank you for bringing two of the most beautiful souls into this world and into my life. I love Sarah and Caleb with all my heart, and I can only hope that I can return the love and kindness that you have shown me to them. I also look forward to asking Sarah why she isn't married the day that she turns 18. Shaz, Emma, and May, you were the best parts of preschool, primary school, and high school. You have been my personal comedy show, my diary, as well as the voices who feed into my delusions. We love that. May, you and I came up with incredibly long, ridiculous nicknames, like May Manizzle, extra salt on the shizzle. And you taught me that the world is my oyster. Emma encouraged my imagination, and the two of us played with Barbies, Monster High, and Polly dolls together. I wanted to put more, but I didn't know you were going to be here. Shaz, thank you for blessing my eyes with an image that I still replay in my head to this day. Tripping in public has never looked more beautiful.
Please don't talk about that. I forgot about that.
I love how much toes freak you out, and I strive to continue traumatizing you forever. P.S. Thank you for sunblocking me.
You're welcome.
I'm so...
You had so much. No, it was on a trip back.
Oh, yes. Now you'll always remember the feet.
I'm so glad to get to keep the three of you. And for the record, if you try and escape, you're going to the basement without dessert.
Whose basement?
She's butchering
And the gang. I'm so sorry I scared you at first. I'm literally just a girl. I am really glad you gave me a chance to come out of my shell, and you taught me to embrace everything that makes me me, and I have never felt more complete in my entire life. From deranged Peppa Pig drawings to sweet chili sauce, paying for silence with cookies, discovering the Shadow Man, Yuji's bizarre sandwich that still haunts me at night, and finally, show it to me, Rachel! You have made university the most wildest and wonderful experience of my life thus far. All of you are incredibly supportive when it comes to my injuries, and it is something that I truly appreciate. Thank you. I would like to thank my mom, Samantha Jane Peterson, for being my rock, my Dwayne, my Johnson. You are the most incredible human being on this planet, and words cannot describe how much I love you. I would say I'd take a bullet for you, but Mom, if there is enough time for me to react and jump in front of you, there's enough time for you to move. You have taught me some very valuable lessons, one of which is, if you don't spell things correctly, people will die. While I may be 21 now, please make no mistake, I am not nearly old enough to make my own doctor's appointments.
I agree, Shay. I agree, yes. You did it, Shady. You did it.
Thank you so much for being my mom, my dad, my cheerleader, my judge and executioner, and my best friend. The sacrifices you have made and the brave face you have kept on in rough times have not gone unnoticed nor unappreciated. I strive to and will make you proud, and you will get your fancy house on the beach. I wish I could thank everyone who came tonight individually, but the dance floor is calling me, so I will just say that I cannot wait to make more memories with all of you and watch as you all age and I remain exactly the same because the rules of reality no longer apply to me. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jayden. Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Nog een pip.
Hooray!
Want to turn your hearing aid up a bit, Chris?
What?
Trace, did you change the settings?
No, I just took the batteries out. Very nicely.